everyone, I'm Swift, and today I'm going to be talking about Troll Hunters, Rise of the Titans, and my hopes and predictions for the upcoming conclusion to the Tales of Arcadia series. But before we get started, I am also excited to announce that this channel is officially 1 year old! My sister and I have had a blast making content and are so thrilled that there are 300 of you who are willing to listen to me rant about Disney princesses and whatever other things meet my fancy. We've come a long way from my hour-long rant on Elena of Avalor, and I can't wait to do more. Your support has been fantastic, and now that it's my summer break, I can properly focus on making videos again. With that being said, hold on to your gnomes and get ready to get lively. Speculation ahead for Troll Hunters, Rise of the Titans. For the glory of Merlin, daylight is mine to command. In case you didn't know, Rise of the Titans is the highly anticipated upcoming movie conclusion to the DreamWorks 3-part Tales of Arcadia series. Due to COVID, the movie's release has been delayed more than a few times, but now we finally have an official release date of July 21st, and with it, a trailer. And boy am I excited. In just 28 seconds, DreamWorks gives us a lot to look forward to. I'm gonna kind of go over it in a not super organized fashion as I get my thoughts together. Bear with me, I'm finally free from grad school and can't quite think in complete sentences yet. That said, let's get started. Right away, we can see that the animation quality has gone way up. Just wow. Look at Claire's armor. Just look at it. It is so dang beautiful. And the effects on the water and the trees and just, this is clearly going to be eye candy when it comes out. Troll Hunters already has always had top-notch models and sets, especially for a kids show. But it's clear that for the grand finale that they are pulling out all of the stops to give us some real visual oomph. And let's just say that the gift sets are going to be amazing. The next most exciting thing is unquestionably Jim having his power restored. Wearing what appears to be a combination of Acaridian and Wizard Tech armor, it's clear that Jim isn't being sidelined, which is great. Especially since we know from the original Troll Hunters that even without the power of the amulet, Jim will always keep fighting. I was worried that we'd see a lot of time wasted on him moping about trying to readjust to human society and apparently just forget that he doesn't need a set of horns or a magic amulet to help save the day. Granted, we probably will get some of that, but not only that, and it'll be a healthy amount. What is especially interesting to me, however, is the fact that this armor has no visible amulet, at least from what we can see in the video, and also it doesn't resemble Excalibur, meaning that Jim isn't wielding that either. My guess is that it's a temporary replacement armor made specially for him by Krell and Duxie working together. Which raises the question, who will wield Excalibur? The fact that the Lady of the Lake technically gave the sword to Duxie always made me think that he really ought to be the one to wield it. But with his power set and his staff, he really doesn't need it. Jim, being in theory the new Arthur to Duxie's Merlin, makes the most sense, and maybe later in the movie, after his shiny new Acaridian armor is maybe destroyed in an epic, hopeless fight, he'll find himself worthy of wielding Excalibur. Jim's name being Jim Lake also makes him being the one to wield it a nice little nod to the Lady of the Lake. At the same time, I love the idea of Steve getting to be the true hero, and the Lady of Lake did kind of like him. So, either of them would be great options for wielding Excalibur, in my opinion. The next quandary is, where's Nari? At the end of Wizards, we see Duxie and Nari head off on their magic wizard ship to keep Nari safe in the Arcane Order, but she is noticeably missing from the trailer. This means one of two things. One, she's there and it is totally okay and the trailer just didn't show any scenes with her in them. Or two, she's been kidnapped by the Arcane Order and is the whole reason why a giant scary fire monster is rising out of the sea. That's probably what it's going to be honest. And then what is that orb thing Duxie is holding? My guess is that it's a map that's leading our heroes to some sort of weapon that can be used to stop the Arcane Order once and for all. It looks like they'll be traveling to some really incredible places, and whatever this cool rocky location is looks vaguely familiar in the real-world sense, but at the moment I got nothing. I just know it's a crater lake, and there's lots of those. But Aja's there, and that's really cool. I was super bummed when she didn't appear in Wizards, and when Krell's role in Wizards was mostly just comic relief. I'm curious to see how she has matured and grown after spending time as Queen, and also excited for Steve to reunite with his space ninja angel girlfriend. Another hope I have that she brings is that there will be a giant rock monster versus alien fight with like a zillion Acaridian spaceships trying to gun down giant titans while the titans throw lava and death at them. True full-on sci-fi versus fantasy, and maybe just a little bit of Pacific Rim. It's just a fantastic image. And then another amazing thing is Troll Market, or at least a troll city. Not gonna lie, I was super annoyed when Wizards didn't tell us what had become of the denizens of Troll Market, or even spend more than a sentence on Jim's, ultimate goal to find them a new home. I'm hoping that the troll city we see here is either the new Troll Market, or at least a city they can all live in so that they aren't a bunch of homeless refugees wandering around trying to find New Jersey. Which now brings us to the Titans themselves. From the palm trees at the beginning to the ocean that the Fire Titan is rising out of, we can see that our heroes will be dealing with a worldwide phenomenon. It's pretty obvious that the Arcane Order summoned them up and that they'll probably have that standard goal of wiping the Earth clean of all powerful forces to remake it in their image. It's a pretty common bad guy thing. Why bad guys don't think they'll get killed in the fiery lava death soup that's left of the Earth's surface has always been a mystery to me, but that's their problem. Now, the Titans of Greek mythology were especially primal forces, and based on Fire Guy, it's clear that the ones in Troll Hunters are no exception to that rule. I'm betting we'll see Titans representing each of the 4 elements or other primal concepts. I also can't wait to see the sheer scale of the things. I'd love to see Jim and Pals scaling one of those baddies, Shadow of the Colossus style, because that would just be badass. Now, the name of the movie is the last note I'll touch on. Troll Hunters, Rise of the Titans, has a pretty standard franchise plus installment title format. Only the franchise as a whole isn't technically Troll Hunters, is it? No, it's Tales of Arcadia. That the movie is called Troll Hunters tells us that the story has gone beyond Arcadia. Our heroes are dealing with a worldwide threat. It also tells us that everyone is a troll hunter, bringing us full circle back to the first series, with Claire and Toby being seen just as much troll hunters as Jim was. Now, however, Troll Hunters refers to everyone, not just Jim and his friends, but also Aja, Krell, Duxie. All of our heroes are Troll Hunters. They aren't just the cast of 3 Below or the Wizards anymore. No, all of them are joined together against a common enemy, and are both humanity and troll kind's last hope. Another thought I had has to do with the different ways that Rise of the Titans can be interpreted. The simplest take is that it quite simply is that there are giant rock monsters rising out of the sea and our heroes need to go punch them. The slightly more whimsical, if you will, take is that our heroes are the Titans. This is the first time they have all truly come to fight together. They are the Titans, and they will rise to protect our world. This would also reflect the fact that each of the series in the Tales of Arcadia franchise has been named after the heroes, not the villains. But it might just be that it's better not to call them the Titans, if not just to avoid confusion with another franchise of the same name. Needless to say, I'm excited. I know a lot of you were disappointed when I didn't do a video on Wizards, but I wanted to wait for Titans to come out since the Wizards story didn't feel complete to me. Once Titans comes out, I will definitely have a lot to say about both Wizards and the new movie. Once again, thank you to everyone for following. It's been a fun year, and I've had a lot of learning curves and ups and downs, but I've loved answering your comments and coming up with new things to share with all of you. Now that December's here, I plan on making videos on a lot of cool topics. Here's a sneak peek at some of what's bouncing around in my head. Is there anything you'd like to see me cover in the future? What are your thoughts on Titans? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you!